welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I'm going to talk about what relisting is, why it's so important, and how it can really change your Poshmark sales. This is going to really increase your sales, and it's really going to make a huge difference in your closet. And if you don't already relist and you don't know how to do it, or even if you think you know, you might not actually know how to do it properly. So make sure you stay tuned and keep listening to this video where I dive deep into what relisting is, and maybe you can learn something new that you didn't know before that's going to help you make more sales. Okay, so a listing becomes stale on Poshmark if it's been listed for 60 days and it hasn't sold. And now there's no way to see this, like there's no, flag on the item that says this item is stale, or there's no note that says it's been listed for longer than 60 days. But that's just something that you need to keep in mind as a seller. You need to be kind of going through your inventory and getting that old stuff and relisting it. And again, like I mentioned, there's no easy way to determine how long an item has been sitting. So you can go to the inventory report and it will tell you the list date, but if you have a large closet like I do, or even if you have a larger closet than me, you're not going to want to go through each item and check the list date and see how long it's been listed and then see if you can relist it. And not also that, but then you have to manually relist it yourself, and it's really not worth the hassle, I feel, to do that. So what I really recommend is getting a VA. So I use Poshmark VA, and this will actually do all that relisting for you, and it will determine how long an item has been sitting. So it'll really make it easy for you to relist your items and get rid of those stale items. So every single night I relist a lot of items in my closet. I relist 10 items, and this makes a big difference in sales. And I've actually seen that several times after relisting an item, it has sold, like instantly. So it's really important to be relisting, and the good thing with having a VA to do it for you is you don't have to know how long an item has been sitting for. You don't have to manually relist it using the copy listing button, and you're always going to be able to relist your item, and you don't have to do anything for it. And so I just really recommend getting a VA if you don't already have one. I've talked about it plenty of times here on this channel, but it's just so important to use, not only for relisting, but for other things such as sharing and stuff like that. But really, the one thing that I take away from it is the relisting, because that is something that is hard to do on its own, and there's no good way to do it either. So having a VA that can relist for you is crucial. And a lot of people say they don't care, they just don't relist at all. But all those items that you could be relisting are going to sell so much faster if you relist them. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to relist my item if it has a lot of likes on it. Like, clearly someone's going to want to buy it. And I'm here to tell you that that's actually not true. So most of the time, if you have a lot of likes on an item and it's racking up likes and no one's buying, and you're sending out offers and no one's accepting, I generally think relisting it is actually going to help it sell faster. And here's why. Because generally you'll get more new eyes on the item, and whoever wants to buy it is going to buy it. And I've had some of my top liked items in my closet that had 50 to 100 likes on them. And for a while I was like, I don't want to get rid of those likes because it shows that it's a popular item. It shows that people like this item. But then I started relisting my items, and that really started helping me sell them. And I actually noticed that they would sell so quick after relisting them. And it doesn't matter how many likes they had. It could take 0 likes and the item would still sell. So really, having a lot of likes on an item doesn't mean anything. I don't think it's important to save those likers. If they really wanted to buy, they would have bought, or they would have told you that they wanted to buy. So really just don't pay attention to the likers. Just relist if you can, and using your VA, and relist every single day all those stale items. And even if you don't have stale items, I also like to use the relist feature for another thing. So like I mentioned, if I get a lot of likes on an item and it's not selling, or I'm sending out a lot of offers and I've reached the lowest that I can possibly go on the offer for that item, I will actually relist that item without it being longer than 60 days old. And the good thing with Poshmark VA is it has a feature now where you could select whatever items from your closet that you want to relist that aren't necessarily older than 60 days. and it will relist those. And it uses a new feature where it creates a brand new listing from the old listing. So it's no longer using the copy listing. So it doesn't matter if the item has been listed for longer than 60 days or not, it will still show up in the new items feed. So this has been crucial for me. And I've actually used this a couple times now on items that were getting a lot of likes, that weren't selling, that I had sent out a lot of offers on, and I was kind of at the lowest point, and I was like, you know what, let's just start fresh. I selected those items in my closet, I relisted them, and basically that helped those items sell. And what I've been starting to do is actually go through like category by category in my closet and just relist the category. And that's been helping to get like an overall closet refresh. So I recommend playing around with the tool if you haven't already, or if you are new to it, or even if you have the tool and you didn't know that you could select items from your closet. Definitely play around with it and get familiar with it. They really have nice features that are going to help you relist those items and get those items to sell faster. I know we all want our items to sell faster, so if we can figure out a way to do that, then using the VA is the solution. Now, I've talked about this entire time that I've used Poshmark VA, and I will put my link down below if you want to sign up for them, or you could use the code that I'm going to put here on the screen. Now, this is not sponsored by them. I'm not really like working with them or anything. I do have an affiliate link. I do genuinely really like the company, and I really have been with them for about 2 years now, where I've had Poshmark VA service and I've never gone wrong with it. So I recommend using it, and if you sign up with my code that's going to be down below, you're going to get a free trial and a discount off your first month. So you could try it out, see if you like it, and if you don't like it, you could always cancel, but I guarantee you're going to like it, and I guarantee you're going to want to keep it because you're going to see that it's making a lot of sales for you. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you could take away something about how important it is to be relisting and how to relist the proper way. If you want to see another video on like the reseller burnout that I've experienced in the last couple of weeks, and also just how it feels when sales are really slow, and how to stay motivated, you can click right here. And if you want to see another video on best practices that you should be following on Poshmark, you can click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.